Greetings and salutations once again, good citizens. This is Laz, this is the Fortress, and this is a video that's a bit late, mainly because I got a case of the efforts. I'll explain more in a future video what I mean by that, but this is basically a haul video from what I got from the Monster-Mania in Maryland on September 25th. Went for one day, and I've never been in the Maryland one before, but I decided what day I had a day off, wanted to go, and I had fun at the convention. The convention itself was a blast, as always. I took some video, but none of it really makes any sense about, I didn't get many pictures of cosplays. It was really crowded. I mean, it wasn't terribly crowded, but it was more crowded than I'm used to, personally. However, though, so the day was going well. It was getting some stuff, seeing celebrities, at least from afar, because I don't know. Everyone had a very big line, which just makes sense, Richard Dreyfuss was there, and he had a large line. Joe Bob Briggs and Darcy were there. They had a large line. I really wanted to meet them. I even had a photo op with them, but I apparently can't read a schedule because I thought they were at 6 o'clock. Turns out that was the day for Friday and not Saturday, and I couldn't get a refund, and that didn't make me happy. But again, that's nothing to do with Monster-Mania. That's everything to do with the photo op people. So it is what it is. I made a mistake. I really can't complain that much. I mean, I can, but I made a mistake, and it is what it is. They offered for me to switch when I got to another celebrity, and if I had to pay a difference, I would, but there's really no one else out there I wanted to meet. I mean, granted, I could have met Danielle Harris again for the 4th time, but I was like, as much as I love Mr. Danielle Harris, and I would have loved to actually seen her again, but at the same time, I was too angry. And also, during the convention, I have vertigo, and it triggers at times randomly. And I got it, and my best friend and I, we found a place to sit down, and as we're sitting there, like we're sitting across from 2 vending machines, both of which looked like they got wiped out on Friday. The only thing the vending machine, the drink the vending machine had was ginger ale and like orange juice or whatever, and the snack ginger ale didn't have a whole lot either. But as I was sitting there, Danielle Harris walked by, Kane Hodder walked by, Dana DiLorenzo walked by, someone else walked by. I can't think of who the person was, but like they just kept going by. I'm just like, I need to sit here more. And me being me, I'm like, oh, let me get an autograph. I'm like, I was like, hey, how you doing? Hope you're having a good show or whatever, because I hate people who are like, oh, there's a celebrity right there. Let me get a photo with them or, whatever for free. And I'm like, no, they're here to make money. I understand that, so I'm not going to do that. But again, Danielle Harris was sweet enough as is when I said hello. It's not like I think she remembers me because that's stupid, but it was just, she's like, oh, hey, and cool. So that was fun. I did meet Dana DiLorenzo from Ash vs. Evil Dead. I know her, however, as Beth, the CBS executive from the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson. And I asked her about that. Okay, I was waiting in line to meet her, and she is fantastic. She is just absolutely so sweet, so nice, and like every which way, in every direction, adorable. Like she, tremendous. And so when like people were waiting for it, wasn't a giant line. It was at least near the end of the day. So I looked at my I looked at my friend. I was like, listen, let me meet her, and then I'm out. I'm done. I'm tapping. So I got to meet her, and I asked her, what it was like to be on Craig. Actually, my opening line was, when I knew you, your name was. Wow, I just blanked on her name, and I just said it 5 seconds ago. Kids, sleep is important. Beth. Again, I just blanked. So I looked at her and I said, when I first met you, for lack of a better term, I knew you as Beth. And she laughed. She said, "Oh wow, we were talking about that for a bit." And she told me like her introduction to the show. It was all improv. It was off the cuff stuff. And then she did the worst Craig Ferguson impersonation I have ever heard. To my reply was, "I didn't know Craig was from Pakistan." She laughed at that. Thankfully, she said, "Yeah, I'm not good at Scottish accents." Of course, my friend's like, "Neither is he." And I was like, "Oh no, she's right. Every single accent I go becomes Italian. Hey, what's a coming to go?" Which is the truth. So she was great. But enough of that. Let's get to what I bought. Now, I won't lie to you, I didn't buy as much as I did in my last Monster-Mania haul because I'm not doing well with money right now. But I'm going to show you what you get. First things first is a drawing, or a painting actually. Anyone who knows me knows, I'm a kid of the 80s and I love Conan. I absolutely love Conan the Barbarian. And I'm walking around, and first we saw like a homemade statue of Conan that was like $250 or whatever. I'm like, and the guy and the lady behind the table were like, "No, come on, you want it." I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but And they were trying to get it to me. They were trying to sell it to me, which I could appreciate that, but they weren't being used cars salesmen. They weren't trying to be like, they weren't selling like bad customer service or used car salesman. They weren't, "Hey, you're a quota," whatever. So as a former salesperson, I can appreciate that. But anyway, and I wish I remember this artist's name. He signed this, but I can't read it, which is not a shot on him. I can't read most people's handwriting. I can barely read it myself, but this is really cool. You got the Conan-ish looking guy there. You got two chicks on each arm, surrounded by moat and stuff. I wish my light wouldn't shine. Matter of fact, give me a second here. Let me see if I can get this. No, let's try that. Light went off for a second, but boom. Look, I have some goodness right there. All right, yes, I know it's folded, but it's been in the bag for a bit, and I still need to get it framed. So, lay off me. Let's get this back on. There we go. All right. All right. Everything's lighting up again. Okay, now. I also got some snackies. Forgot they were in here. Got some pretzels. More pretzels. But speaking of Conan, there was a vendor there. He was a friend of mine. I've seen him at Monster-Mania and Cherry Hill all the time. But he had at his table not only the novelization of Conan the Destroyer, which I do not have. So, and one day I'll do a video of all my Conan novels. I have quite a few. But he also had another one, Conan the Raider. Pow! Look at that. That's some sweet artwork too. I'm very excited to break into both of these. And also, when it comes, and he also had at his table this action figure of Negan from Walking Dead. Now, I'm gonna be the first one to admit it. I hate that show. I do. I can't stand it. I don't like any of the characters on this show, but I like him. And I will be cosplaying as him. I'm hoping to debut it for the one in Philadelphia next week. I'm just missing a couple parts here and there. But I got my leather coat. I got my Lucille. And I got the bandana scarf thingy. But you have no idea how hard it is to find white thermal undershirts. It's near winter. You figure that stores be swarmed. Nope. So I may have to cross some looks here and there, and I know some people are like, "Laz, you don't have the hair for Negan." I'm aware, but I did see later on he gets a buzz cut, so I figured screw it. I have my buzz cut. I'm good, because no matter how much hair I grow out, this This right here is not getting bigger any longer anymore. And I had some, like, my best friend, she was all like, well, you get a wig? I'm like, no, I can't. No, I can't, because no wig looks like his hair. And even if I did, I'd have to slick it back anyway, and that would ruin the wig. So that was the point. But no, very excited to do Negan. I'm also very excited to crack this bad boy open. I might do an unboxing video of him as well. I don't know yet. I also got a book, Simon R. Green, Hell to Pay. It looks pretty cool. Looks like a good horror novel here. Love me some horror novels. As I'm sure, you know, I'm going to Monster-Mania, so must love me some horror. Also, you know, got me myself my Texas Chainsaw shirt here. I won't lie to you. I love these shirts with, like, you know, horror versions of kid stories. I wish these were real. I would read the hell out of these. Granted, I would also read Sutter Kane if his books were real. And I really wouldn't care if it destroyed the world, but these are good books. All right. And now my friend Lauren, I believe her store name is I want to say Spooky Boutique. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna leave a link to her before. And someone's like, well, if she's one of your friends, why don't you know the name of her store? And I'll say, listen, JR, the reason why I don't know is because I don't. I have very close friends who have businesses, and I promote them as often as possible, and I need links. I don't remember people's names. I barely remember people's actual names. So I give everyone a nickname. You know, I have one person in my life whose nickname right now is Dildo. I mean, granted, I know his name, but his nickname's Dildo. I know there's something sexual about it, by the way. It's just, I thought for sure my girlfriend at the time called him a dildo, and I was like, did you call him a dildo? She's like, yes, that's what I said. I'm like, I looked at him and said, oh, dildo, and he answered to it. And guys, you know that if someone calls you something and you answer to it, that's your nickname by law. But anyway, let's reel back. Okay, so my friend Lauren, she does really cool stuff with wood, and she like has handmade jewelry and like earrings, rings, all that, necklaces, all that goodness, and all with like a bit of a spooky horror / goth vibe. But she also, again, she does wood stuff too, and I had to get it. I had to get this when she was there, and I had to not only just support my friend, but also look at this. Boom, Joe Bob Briggs, right there. Bang, that is some cool stuff right there. And you know, she's gonna be at Monster-Mania in Pennsylvania next week, so I'm very excited to talk to my friend again, and you know, support her if I can, if she has some cool stuff there, if I like. She also makes, she makes jewelry out of, like, I want to say not jewelry, but she uses like wings of bugs, not like butterfly wings. I've seen her use them, but like other. It's really cool what she does. So I always tell people to check her out. And now, got a few books from. I'm gonna feel so bad here. But I have 2 books. I have 3 books actually from this table that was there. They're there all the time. They have like they have a sign on the table that says, "Do you like sex and violence? Read these books." I always thought you should stop and laugh. But I bought 2 books, and I would say who the writer is, but I can't pronounce their damn name. Okay, this is part of a series about futuristic bounty hunters. One is called The Biggest Bounty, and the other one is Double Bounty. And the authors are, and again, please forgive me for butchering their names, but it is Brian Gosienski and Chris Pisano. So I'm very excited for both of these. I'm very excited to read these. And also excited to read Another book I got called Satan's Petting Zoo. Which, by the way, that right there... so I was reading the back of it for a second, just caught me off guard. The title alone is worth the price of admission. But as he was telling me about it, this is basically about a group of, I'm going to call them kids, but young adults, basically find a book about lycanthropy and get into it. They all become weird creatures. Like, you can see one's like a were raccoon, other one becomes like a were bunny, another one's a were, I want to say bull, but I could be wrong on that one. But that looks, sounds like my kind of ride. Sounds like it's going to be fun. He told me it was full of horror, so I'm very excited about those. And last but not least here, I picked up a horror anthology called Signed in Blood, edited by R. Alan Elder. And my main reason for buying this, honestly, is because it has a story. I don't know if you can see this, but it has a story. You can see it, but you can't read it. Okay. Is a story called Satan Himself by my all-time favorite writer, Mickey Spillane. So just from that alone, I'm like, I had to buy this. I had to read this. Even if I just read that story, I had to do it. So yeah, that was my haul. Wasn't a giant haul. I was checking my bag here to see if there's anything else. But I know it wasn't a giant haul, but nothing really jumped out at me at Maryland. It happens. Because every once in a while, I go to a con and nothing goes, hey, buy me. But but I still had a fun time, except for, again, not just the photo op thing. The hotel that the con was at, their restaurant had horrendous customer service, like absolutely horrendous. And I'm one of these people. I do not tolerate bad customer service. If the waitress who was all kinds of rude, if she didn't take our order and then left, I would have been out. I would said screw it and walked away. But one, we were hungry, and two, she came in, took the order. I'm like, oh crap, I guess gotta stay here. What really sucks is that there was an Outback Steakhouse, like legit, right across the street, but we didn't know. We had no idea. It's like, oh man, well at least now we know if we go back, Outback, it's right there. So that was like that, and there's this one guy when we were waiting in line for Dana DiLorenzo. There was one guy in the line who pretty much everyone wanted to beat him with his shoes. Like every single person in the line, like dude just kept talking. But like I'm not going to get into too much detail about this one, but it was let me tell you right now, Mother Teresa would have disemboweled this man with fishing hooks. It's just, it was, yeah. Like my best friend had to leave the line like 3 times. And I was like, I looked at her and I looked at her and went, listen, you're only here because of me. Pull the ripcord and get checked out. Just go. I won't blame you. But other than those 2 things, which really did sour the taste of my experience, the con itself was awesome. So I'm not talking any kind of crap about the convention itself. That was great. It was just the 2 other instances that ruined it for me. Anywho, good citizens, that is all. Looking forward to the one in Pennsylvania. I will leave the link to Monster-Mania down below. So if you want to go, it's the Convention Center of Oaks, Pennsylvania. They have a lot of people here going. They have the guy who played Michael Myers in the new Halloween Kills. He's going to be there. Joe Bob and Darcy are going to be there again. I can't remember who else is going to be there, but I mean it's a giant list. I just can't remember because I usually don't meet celebrities. But so I'm saying though, if you're a horror fan and you've never been, go. If you're a horror, if you're a horror fan, you've never been to Monster-Mania, and you're able to make it there, go. And you'll have a blast. Trust me on this one. I've been to every single Monster-Mania that's been in the Cherry Hill location. Been to every single one. Had fun every single time. Just go, let your horror freak out, and enjoy the rest of your horror family. Till then, boils and gruels. Till next time, same last channel.